Hey there, this is Mr. Guy, your host of Pieces of a Barren Rock. Welcome to another episode of where we show small pieces of Hong Kong history. Some you know, some you may not know, but in general, we hope you find it very interesting. Today's piece of a barren rock, we look at Blake Garden and the plagues of Hong Kong. Except for a marker at the entrance of the garden, there isn't much here that tells how this was once ground zero of the 1894 plague. The 1894 plague wasn't the first one, it was actually the third one. And the plagues kept coming yearly until 1929. In fact, the yearly plagues was one of the main reasons why the U.S. Navy left Hong Kong every summer and then returned in the winter. The cause of the 1894 plague was most likely when Chinese from Hong Kong went to Imperial China to celebrate the Qingming Festival. The plague was already in China, so it would have been easy to carry the plague back to Hong Kong. At that time, it was thought that the plague was caused by bad air. But in 1894, both the Japanese and the French governments independently sent scientists to Hong Kong to study the plague. Both groups discovered that the plague didn't come from bad air, but it actually came from a germ. Further, Dr. Alexandre Yersin of the French group found a link between the disease and rodents. This led to the killing of rats and thus reducing the impact of the plague. In 1896, Dr. Yersin returned to Hong Kong to test out a plague serum, but with no suitable cases, he went to China to conduct his tests. Without the help of Dr. Yersin and others, the plague that visited Hong Kong had a 90% death rate. Now the plagues of Hong Kong and the residences that once populated Blake Garden are just another fragment of the past.